Marcus ponders.
We are nearing the 6-month mark since Donald Trump was sworn back into office. And in that time, we have seen the shining city on the hill become the darkened trash heap just south of Canada. But really, seriously, I'm not kidding. Once again, it is worth reminding everybody that last year's election was never about inflation, or endless wars, or any of the things that Donald Trump claimed he was going to resolve. It was about permission to hate. It was about Americans being allowed to speak and openly display as much racist and insensitive crap as possible, and an administration that lets masked men round up kids and law-abiding citizens without due process, or leaving kids out on the street while ICE detains their parents and drags them away to who knows where. In an attempt to deflect the American people's attention from these Nazi raids, the felon has engaged in a number of distractions, including but not limited to feigning interest in ending the war in Ukraine. Since last week, Donald Trump has attempted to project strength on the issue of Ukraine, announcing on Monday a plan for NATO members to purchase weapons to forward to Ukraine, while announcing the deployment of 5 Patriot systems and the possibility of other long-range weaponry to help deter Russian attacks, which Donald Trump proceeded to utilize with his usual "you have 2 weeks, or in this case 50 days, to stop the attacks." Of course, Donald Trump attempted to walk back his fake tough rhetoric a day later. And on Thursday, it was reported by the Associated Press that Trump is once again delaying aid to Ukraine by reviewing the list of weapons that can be replaced. It should be blatantly obvious by now that Donald Trump is a weak and impudent man, quick to turn away from confrontation, but more than willing to step on anyone who he perceives as a threat. Instead of taking the mantle to provide unconditional support for NATO, pushing for more aid packages, and working to drive the Russians out, our wannabe dictator has spent the last 6 months in futile attempts to negotiate a ceasefire that rewards our greatest enemy, and has allowed himself to be humiliated by Vladimir Putin about Ukraine, whilst trying to copy him here in the United States. The Democrats are cowering behind their desks, and the media is trying to prop him up. But here on Marcus Ponders, the truth will always prevail over the lies. What's your take on all this? Let me know in the comments, or shoot me an email in the address in the description.